Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to another video. It is your girl Cherie. So today's video is going to be a very detailed makeup tutorial. A lot of people that I know in my daily life ask me questions about how I do this and how I do that, how I do my brows, and even though this is not going to be anything to do with my brows, so I already did my brows off camera, I will be doing an updated brow routine, but for now I'm just focusing on the makeup. So if you guys want to see this detailed makeup tutorial, then just keep on watching. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and to give this video a big thumbs up if you like it, and let's get right into this video. So like I said, I already did my brows because that's just so much easier for me to do them off camera. A lot of questions from just like my friends and people around me how I do certain things, so I figured I would do a video for them and for just anyone else out there who wants to know stuff about makeup that's not really like into makeup but wants to get into makeup. I'm not like a pro or anything, I just really like doing makeup, and my friends ask me questions about makeup all the time, so I'm just going to do a detailed video on like an everyday easy makeup look that you can do on your own. So first things first that I like to do, I do my brows before I do anything else. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to use a toner. So I like to do that. So I'm just going to take a cotton pad and I'm going to take some Thayer's Witch Hazel. That's the one that I use. And I just spray some on the cotton pad. And I'm just going to go ahead and rub that all over my face. And I like to use a toner just because it helps even out the skin and balances out everything. And what I use for my brows, I use the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz in the color dark brown. That's just what it looks like. That's the pencil that I usually use. Or I use the Benefit Precisely My Brow Pencil. Or I just go ahead and I will use just Dip Brow by Anastasia, the pomade, but today I used the stick, the pencil. So like I said, I will be doing a updated brow tutorial, so look out for that sometime soon. So next step is for me to moisturize. I either do moisturizer or I do primer depending on how I feel. I'll show you guys what I use. This is my everyday moisturizer. It's Origins, that I'll use that, or I'll just go ahead and use this Hello Fab Coconut Skin Smoothie Primer and Moisturizer. This is usually what I go for. Or if I'm looking to just prime my skin and call it a day, this is what I use, the Veil Primer by Hourglass. I don't know if you guys can see that. That's the one that I use. But today I'm just going to go ahead and use the Coconut Skin Smoothie Primer by Hello Fab. It's actually by First Aid Beauty. It's called Hello Fab. I don't know why I said by Hello Fab, but it's by First Aid Beauty. So I'm just gonna put that all over my face. And I like this product because it's very hydrating and it's really moisturizing into the skin. And it kind of gives off a little bit of glow as well. I think it's perfect to use on its own or just like under your foundation. And you always want to make sure that you use something before you put foundation or concealer on your face. You just want to have a base. So whether it's just primer that you want to use or you want to use moisturizer or both, it's totally up to you. Sometimes I do use both depending on how I feel, but just moisturizer for me is fine sometimes. So for foundation, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to use the Lancome Teint Ultra Wear. I can never pronounce this stuff, so there it is. That's what I'm going to be using. This is in the shade 470 Suede C. It's actually expiring next year. That's crazy. Another one, this is one of my favorite foundations for high-end foundation, which is, you can find this at Sephora for like $40-something. This is one of my favorite foundations. Another one of my favorite is also high-end, which is Hourglass. I love this stick foundation. Actually might use both of them. And then for drugstore, my favorite drugstore is definitely Maybelline Fit Me. This is my absolute go-to foundation for just like everyday wear. But I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna mix these two, so I think I want to do that. So this is the Hourglass Stick Foundation, Vanish Stick Foundation in Almond. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put a little bit of that. Also don't really know my colors right now, so I think it's better if I mix both of them. So just a little bit of that. I like to put things back right as I'm done using it, because otherwise I'm left with like all this mess. And then I'm just gonna put 2 pumps, actually just 1 pump of the lancome. I'm just gonna dot that on. Actually I need a little bit more. And I like full coverage because I just like how it looks. So I'm gonna go ahead and just dot that all in. So first what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take this brush. So whenever I use stick foundation, I like to use a brush first. I'm gonna spray my brush with some setting spray. Then I'm gonna go ahead and blend that out. And I think both of these foundations are pretty full coverage. Just buffing that out. You want to take your time and like evenly buff out your foundation. So then now I'm just going to go over it with this damp sponge and just kind of tap it all into my skin. And this kind of just gives it a little bit more flawless look. Okay, now that that's buffed out, we're gonna move on to highlight. So for everyday look, sometimes I don't do the whole highlight and contour thing all the time, but I definitely do like to highlight certain areas of my face, like underneath my eyes and my nose. So that's what we're gonna do. So for concealer, I go back and forth between NARS, which is not like my favorite, but my go-to is the LA Girl Pro Concealer. This is one of my favorite concealers. It works for me, so I just keep using it. I like to use things that work for me, so that's what I'm gonna use. This is in the color Toffee. It's not like super brightening, like it's not a light shade, so I don't want to look like a ghost, so I don't use a shade that's too light. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm just going to apply this right under my eye. So just right there. And that's basically all the places that I'm just gonna highlight. I'm just gonna go back in with the sponge and just use the top part of it and blend this out. Also forgot to put some on my eyes, but I'm just gonna put some on my eyes as a base for my eyeshadow. And just every movement with your beauty blender, you want to tap and not rub. You want to kind of just bounce the beauty blender off your face. Okay, so Now that that's all blended out, I'm going to take some loose powder, and my go-to powder is the Fit Me Maybelline Loose Finishing Powder. Like I said, I use products that work for me. I've never tried the Laura Mercier, but this is like my favorite under eye powder. It's been working for me. It doesn't give me flashbacks, so I stick with it, and you can get it at the drugstore for like $7, I think. It works for me. I like to use things that work for me. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm just gonna take a small brush. Like this little brush. This is a Real Technique brush. You can use the beauty blender or the beauty sponge if you want. It's up to you. I like to use a brush. And I just tap into it. And I knock off most of it because I just don't like a lot of powder on my face. I'm just gonna take that and set it. And this powder is, it has color in it. So I think this is medium. So it's not straight up a white powder. And I'm just applying that powder in areas that I just add concealer to. And then now, just to bronze my face, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna take this bronzer this powder bronzer by Anastasia Beverly Hills. It is in the shade Mahogany. And I'm gonna take a fluffy brush, one of these fluffy powder brushes, and I'm just gonna tap into it. And we're just gonna apply the powder where I would contour. And now for all over my face, I'm going to take the Fit Me Matte Plus Poreless powder, and I'm just going to use it to just set the rest of my face and remove the excess loose powder. Now I'm going to go ahead and spray my face with the Urban Decay All Nighter. I'm just going to use the beauty blender and I'm just going to tap that setting spray into my skin. Okay, now for my eyes, I'm just going to take this Morphe palette. This is like my most neutral palette that I have. It just has these little neutral colors in there. So I'm just going to take this and I'm going to take a fluffy brush. And I'm just gonna dip into the brown shade right here. It's like a transitioning color, and I'm gonna add that all over to my crease area. Okay, and then for my lids, I love a little bronzy kind of shimmery shadow on my lids. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna take this little shadow called Luna by Luna, and it's these little Luna by Luna Cosmetics, and this is Spiced Pumpkin. And I'm just gonna use my finger and I'm gonna put it on my lid. And then I'm just gonna blend that together with the same brush that I used. Literally anyone can do this eye look. Like, it's not anything crazy. As you guys see, I used one shadow for my crease, and then I use my finger to apply the other shadow. So pretty simple stuff, nothing too hard. So then next I'm just gonna get some blush, and this is like one of my favorite little palettes. I got this from the Sephora collection, and it's the Spice Market blush palettes. Those are the colors. So I'm just gonna use this shade right here. I'm gonna mix this one and that one, and that's gonna be my blush. I'm gonna use an angled brush for this. I'm gonna dip into. Okay, and then for my highlight, I am going to use this shade in the middle right there. I'm gonna use that for highlights. I'm just using a Real Techniques fan brush. We don't want too much highlight for like an everyday look. If you're into that, then I mean, go ahead. But I'm not gonna use too much. I'm just gonna slightly brush that on. In the ears where the light's already hidden, so you can see like the light's hidden right here. So that's where I want to keep my highlights. Like the light's reflecting right here, not down here, but right here. So you want to kind of keep your highlight where the light's already reflected. I'm gonna add a little nose highlight and a little to my Cupid's bow. Okay, so now I'm just gonna add a little bit of eyeliner. This is the Too Faced Sketch Marker. You're So Too Faced in the color black. So just a really small little wing, just to let my eyelashes look a little bit more fuller, I guess. And then I'm going to take some mascara, and I'm just going to use this mascara. This is the L'Oreal Paris Voluminous Original Mascara, and it's in Blackest Black. And I'm not going to apply lashes because I don't wear lashes in my everyday life at all. So that's not gonna happen. I'm gonna go back into this palette and I'm gonna dip back into that same brown color, and I'm just gonna apply, use a little flat brush, and I'm gonna apply just a little bit underneath my lash line. And I'm just going to apply some mascara on my bottom lashes. So I'm pretty much done with my face. I'm going to go back and spray one last time. Actually, I'm going to wait until my lashes, my mascara is dry. So I'm going to move on to my lips. And I'm just going to add, I'm going to use a brown lip liner. This is the NYX lip liner in Cappuccino. Then I'm going to take my regular lip balm that I use. I'm gonna go in with some lip gloss, and this is the NARS lip gloss in Belize, and this is a Cougar 24-hour liquid lipstick. This is just to give me some color, so I'm gonna slightly add a little bit. And then I'm gonna go in with the NARS. And I don't really wear I don't ever really wear lipsticks every day. I'm more of a lip gloss person, lip balm and lip gloss person. So we're gonna go ahead and spray my face. Hopefully my mascara is dry. Okay, good, it was dry. Okay. So this is pretty much it for this look. This is a very simple makeup look, very easy. I don't think it's too hard. Hopefully I explained things to you guys. Hopefully I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to give this video a really big thumbs up and to hit that subscribe button. And if you guys have any suggestions, leave a comment down below. Don't forget to share this video with your friends and give this video a big thumbs up. This is pretty much the final look, my everyday go-to look. It's pretty simple, pretty easy, not a lot of steps. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye!